those promos, and I'm going to build ongoing promos. So if this is successful, I'm going to build a list on the front end. I'm going to do a lead generation offer. Then I'm going to have a front end product, an upsell, and a back end. The back end will probably come later. I won't sell that right away. Maybe I'll sell that definitely give them a chance to buy something and enjoy it for a minute before just harping on them with a big ticket. And then promos will come shortly after that. If I've done this correctly, after a few months, I'm going to know the most important equation whatsoever, which is LTV, the lifetime value of my customer. So after I've done this, I'm going to know from this one sales funnel, regardless of the prices, I'm going to know the lifetime value. So let's just put in some hypothetical prices. The front end, let's say it's $100, and let's say the upsell is $500, and let's say the back end is $2,000. 100, 500, 2,000, just hypothetical numbers. There's a total, without including the promos, so there's 2,000, 500, and 100, so that's $2,600. If somebody buys it all, then I've made $2,600 from them. But the reality is not everybody's going to buy it all. So I'm somewhere in between 100 and 2,600, right? Not including anything else. Somewhere between 100 and 2,600. So after a few months, I'll have an idea of what my average customer is worth to me. What is my average customer worth? So if I have 1,000 customers that bought the $100 product, I've made $100,000. But really, several of them went on to buy the 500, some of them went on to buy the 2,000. So when it's all said and done, let's say my average value is $400. That means that if I got 100,000, or if I got 1,000 customers, I've made $400,000, right? My average, I'm just going to take the total number of customers, total number of money made, and divide that. Once I know my average value, now I know how much I can pay per lead. It's very simple math. If my LTV is, let's say that my LTV is $400, then I can pay up to $400 to acquire a customer, and I might be at a loss. I might spend $200 to acquire a customer, and I don't even make my money back until month 2 or month 3. But I know my numbers show me $400. So what's cool about this is that a lot of us are afraid to lose money. Laura, we were talking about this during lunch break. You started up a bunch of e-commerce stores, and a couple of your stores lost money for a couple, 2 to 3 months, right? And most people, when you're losing money, most people get scared and they back out. Okay, this is what happens. And it works in any industry. If you're buying stocks or buying cryptocurrency, if you buy and it starts tanking, your initial reaction is, I better sell before it tanks more and get all my money. But then all that really happened was you bought high and you sold low, which is the opposite of what you should do if you're investing, right? And the same thing happens with advertising. You start up a site, you start up a store, you start putting money into it, you lose the money, you get scared, you back out. All that ends up happening, that's a real loss. But if you stick through it and figure it out and it gets profitable, then you take your losses and your profits. At some point you break even, and then your stores ended up being profitable, all of them, right? Imagine had you given up before that. And so the idea is, same thing here. Once you know, the reason that the LTV is important is that most of us can spend more to acquire a customer than we think that we can. Most of us can. But you have to have this in place. Once you get this in place, and now these promos, these affiliate offers, holy smokes, it's incredible money. I'm going to give you an example. I launched a course called Dark Post Profits back in 2014. I only sold for $100, okay? 5,000 people bought it. I made $500,000 in sales. I didn't have any upsells. I didn't know this, didn't know what I was doing. And I priced it at $100. I should have priced it for more, or even kept selling it. I closed it. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't even know where people were finding me, you know? Like there was word of mouth about it. So I was just like, hey, it's cool, it's free money. But I didn't get it. Now that I got it, it would be so good. But listen, those 5,000 buyers, so I made $500,000 off that, right? So one of the first affiliate promotions I did was for Don Wilson's course called FB Ads Cracked. That course was $1,000. So I had a little $100 course, 5,000 buyers. I went and promoted a $1,000 course, made $90,000 in commissions, okay? So I made an extra $90,000 off of a 1-week promo while I was on vacation. I had to go to the coffee shop in my town to be able to use the little computer there on the hourly rate at the coffee shop to be able to write up emails, to be able to do it. It wasn't like a good promotion, and it made that much money. That list for that year went on and made hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, that was just off the affiliate offers. So let's not discount that. Your lifetime value of your customer will keep going up. If it's 400 after 3 months, it will be more than 400 after 4 months because you'll have promoted some more affiliate offers. And then eventually, You could launch another course or something yourself and make 100% profit. You see what I'm saying? So LTV is everything. You have to know. And if you have one nice funnel, you can learn the LTV of this funnel, you can scale it. If I know I'm making at least $400 on my customers, all day long I can spend $200 to make $400. That's scalable. I can spend $20,000 to make $40,000. I can spend $200,000 to make $400,000. $200,000 in profits. It's scalable. So it's the most important thing that you need to know.
Can we ask you a question?
Let's do like 5 more minutes of this, and then we'll duck and cover under the tables, and then we'll do Q&A. Because I'm just gonna, because this is just on here. I'm just recapping what I just said. Okay, your goal. It's these 3 things. Your goal is to test, tweak, and then automate. So that funnel that I just showed you, your funnel could be something different. Your goal is to test it, tweak it, and automate it. So you need to, first thing you need to do is test it. You have to, if you don't test it, all you're ever doing is learning. You have to go and actually take action. Once you test it, you got to tweak it. Maxwell talked about his little, 813 types of tweaks you could do. That's a bit extensive, but you could try it depending on how much you are. But I mean, on a basic level, you were probably not running the type of traffic Maxwell's running, so we can't test that much. But you could test you could do simple things. If you're using ClickFunnels, you could use their little, on your order page, you can literally use their little split test feature and just see which one converts more just for fun, or something like that. You can test the lead capture page and drive equal traffic to 2 pages. One has a video, one doesn't. See how simple it is? One is, somebody in the back said, which works better, long form or short form copy? Well, there is no answer to that. The only answer is to test it, to tweak it, right? So what I would do is I would write 1 page really, really long, and then I would copy it in ClickFunnels, and then on the other one, I would just take out take out a bunch of stuff. Make it a little short one, maybe a video and a buy button and some bullet points. And the other one tells a whole story about, your journey, okay? See which one, then drive equal traffic, set the little ClickFunnels thing to 50%, drive equal traffic and see which one converts better. Why would you even, nobody knows the answer better than data, right? Data's gonna know the answer. So test it, make your tweaks, and then once you have it done, automate it. The biggest mistake I made in my career was not automating everything. You know how many live webinars I've done? I don't know. I don't even know how many I've done. Hundreds of live webinars. Versus you got Sam Ovens who's doing like 20 million a year off of one webinar. The same webinar. Okay, so you don't have to do live webinars. Do live webinars convert better than auto ones? Yes. But do we all have, do we love having to refill webinars every single time and promote them and market them and get aggressive on them and then show up live, and then have we ever had tech issues and technical difficulties and all kinds of stuff? It's just better to automate it. Test, tweak, and automate. Once your funnel's set up and converting, then you want to learn bridge marketing. And before I get into bridge marketing, I'll do questions on this. Well, let's see if I can give an example here. Okay. Create bridge ads. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to actually show you guys bridge ads today. Let's use chatbots as an example. The reason is because I heard chatbots in the conversation. I heard you guys say chatbots. A bunch of people in here do chatbots. You guys do chatbots. Let's use chatbots as an example, and then we'll do questions on this. So take that same funnel I showed you, and let's go through what I would do if I had a chatbot business. And if you guys don't have a chatbot business, replace it with whatever you want. I mean, the idea is just like 4 or 5 people said that they do chatbots. So let's just use that as an example. Literally, you guys can quiz me on any business that would work. Okay. Lead gen, free offer. It's an example. You can create a step-by-step guide to setting up a chatbot campaign for your business. Something so simple. A PDF or a free video series. Make it free. You notice that ManyChat, he was like, yeah, ManyChat's doing this for free. Why do you think they're doing it free? Because they're going to dominate. By doing it free, you're going to get more people. You're going to get more leads using your service. I mean, people would be like, you could charge for that. I guarantee they're going to make way more money giving it free. Way more money. So give something free. You need to build an email list. And what better, if you have a chatbot business, and you're giving away a step-by-step tutorial to set up chatbots, it's perfect. And a lot of you might think, well, why would I want to teach them for free how to set it up? That's how I make money, by setting it up. It's because at the end of the day, nobody wants to do anything themselves anyways. They'll get your little thing, and all that this little PDF's going to do is going to go like, oh, you're the authority on setting up chatbots, so you know what? I'm going to use you. It's all it's going to do. Free offer. It's perfect for your business. Next, a front end, low ticket. In this example, I said, why don't you form a chatbot club? Okay, a chatbot club. Everybody, they say this club is the best club online for everybody that actually uses chatbots. In order to be part of this club, you have to be using chatbots in your business, or you have to have an interest in chatbots for your business. This club is not some make money or advertising or marketing. It is specifically on chatbots. Anytime there's any updates on chatbots, it's in here. Anytime there's training, and then you can put in like details. Every single week we do a live stream where we show you a case study of successful campaigns, whatever it is. Chatbot Club, $97 a month, you join a club. That club could just be a Facebook group, okay? Chatbot Club, got a $97 a month offer. Now, remember how people want to buy more of the same thing? Once they come in at $97, the best upsell I would do, just sell them an annual pass. You just bought it $97. So I would say, hey, as a one-time opportunity, if you go in, and I would go into the little chatbot thing, and I would say, look over here, the annual pass is $997. When you buy the annual pass, you get 2 months free. It's $997. And you become a VIP, you get this extra training. But if you buy it right now as a fast action bonus, I'll give it to you for half off. See, $997, you're already getting 2 months free. But if you buy it right now, I'll give it to you for $497, and I'll throw in this bonus. And throw in something, create an irresistible offer, because people want to buy more of what you just sold them. I mean, how many times have you ever gone to a retail store and they've sold you more of the same item? They're like, oh, did you know that if you buy, if you're right now, we got a discount if you buy 3 of them. Like if you buy 2, you get 1 free. You only wanted 1. You walked out with 3. It makes no sense. You didn't need 3, but the deal made sense. You're like, why would I pass up on this one's free? In your mind, all you calculated was that there was a deal. No, you just got suckered into an upsell, really. I mean, and it's crazy, and businesses don't do it enough. Trust me, anything that you just bought, like no matter what, let's say that I bought this jacket. Let's say this jacket was $500. I went in and bought a jacket for $500. When I was checking out, if that person said, you know what, dude, that jacket looks good on you. Tell you what, I'll throw in a second one for half off right now. Just as a special deal for you. Go grab it, half off. I don't want 2 jackets. It was already $500, but if they offered me a second one for half off, why would I pass up on that? I already like the one. See, they don't have to be like, you know what? How would you like that red jacket over there? No, it's like, don't sell me something I wasn't interested in. You knew that I liked this thing, just give me another one of it. That's the best upsell you can always do, is more of the same thing. Which is why I said, if you have a logo design software, then sell them logo templates that happen to go in the software. It's already in there. All you're really doing a lot of the time is taking your offer, taking something out of it, and upselling it. Maybe that logo software you designed already had 1,000 templates in it. Take those 1,000 templates out, sell it, and then offer those as an upsell. People will do it. So in this example, $497 would be a great offer. It would convert incredibly well. Back end. Okay, they've gone through your course. They've learned how to set up chatbots. They're part of this community. They're getting everything, but they're going to look at you as the authority. You might as well offer something. For $1997, you do a done-for-you chatbot setup. Boom. I'll set up the whole entire thing. And then after $1997, you could also say, or custom. Custom, let's do a pay me for, $200, whatever. We'll do a consulting call. $300, we'll do $297. We'll do a consulting call for you and your business on how to do chatbot setup. And then they might need an advanced setup, and you're like, I'll do that for $5,000. So you have a back end, something that you're making big profit in. And then affiliate offers, you just go look it up. Maybe you find some other chatbot software, another chatbot course, a Facebook. Now you start looking for things that are related. Chatbots, messenger bots, let's say, are basically have to do with like Facebook ads. Would be great to be able to get a lot of people on your list for this. Maybe chatbot copywriting, a little copywriting course. You can make these little things yourself, or you can just find somebody else to do them. It's easy to sell third-party things, but notice how it's all related to chatbot. This is a funnel that I could set up right now. What's crazy? I don't even have to know a thing about chatbots that I could set up this whole entire thing. I don't have to know a thing about it. How many people in here would consider themselves at least intermediate level or above if it comes to chatbots, like messenger bots? Look, so if I had a funnel like this that was getting thousands of customers, would any of you be willing to work with me if I referred you a lot of business? Yeah? Hand up. So if I gave you a lot of business right now, you can handle it. You guys are good at chatbots. So if I just set this up, you're good. See how easy that was? I don't have to be an expert. All I know is it's a trend. People like these chatbots. And I'll bet you in 10 minutes I could Google enough to know a little bit about it to set this up. See, I'm not in the chatbot business. I'm in the marketing business. Marketing and sales, which would work for network marketing, which would work for real estate. It would work for anything. Once you realize I'm in the agency business, I'm not in the chatbot business. I'm in the agency business, I'm not in the Shopify business, right? I'm in the agency business, I'm not in the network marketing business. Then you start to realize all of this stuff just becomes marketing, sales and marketing. Once you get good at sales and marketing, you can make money in any market, any economy, and anything. So that's the main thing I wanted to get across. Before we get into bridge marketing, I did want to make myself available for questions and answers on anything, and let's start with you.
So go back up to where you were. Can you go back up to your first part there?
The funnels part?
Yeah, okay, so and this is just a question, and Chris, this is all new to me, so it may be a dumb question. I hope it's not. I hope no question is a dumb question. But me having a coaching business, okay, you get all different kinds of opinions, right? Like people think you should do one separate funnel for high tickets, one separate for different ones. I have 3 platforms. I have a one-on-one coaching program that is $12,000 a year. I only want 10 of those guys. I already have 2, and I've done no Facebook ads. And then I have a platform that Kevin Stimson is building for me that's going to be a 97 that I want eventually 500 to 1,000 people in. And then I have a third, which is a group coaching, which I'm only going to take around 200 to 300 people in.
Okay, so one is a one-on-one coaching, $12K a year. The other you said was 97.
Correct.
One-time fee?
Yep.
It's a one-time fee?
No.
97 a month.
97
Continuity.
A month. Yep.
So you have a $12,000 one-on-one. You have a course, a program that's continuity. You have a bunch of stuff in there that they get access to.
Yep.
And then on top of that, you have group.
I have a group coaching that's 90 days for $1,700.
Okay. So then they have a 90 days. So like group coaching. So I guess the first question about that. First of all, this whole funnel would work fine for all that. By the way. I mean, what industry is it?
I'm in the health coaching business, but I do health, business, and relationships. Just kind of like what Nicholas Barely does.
Okay. All right, well, he targets men, right?
Yes, that's what I do. I only target men.
Okay, so you want to help men with their health?
Yep.
Okay. So like, what's an example? Why should I buy from you? Like, what's this 30-second or 60-second elevator pitch? Why should I?
I'm able to within 30 days. I've done case studies where I've been able to optimize men's health within 30 days, triple their testosterone, lose 4 to 6 inches in their waist. And there's many different aspects to it that I've been able to do with men in 30 days.
Okay. All right. So, you have a niche, which is health and fitness. You have even more sub niche, which is men. You probably have age range. What's your age range, do you know?
35 to 55.
Okay, 35 to 55-year-old men who are interested in improving their health for whatever results you have. And then you have 3 different programs you could offer them. Yeah. So, first, to go back to the initial question, would something like that work with this type of a sales funnel? Absolutely, because in this, look at how generic this is. It doesn't say what industry you're in, what product you're in, or what price you're in. And this is just one example of a funnel for flow. But in this example, what I would do is I would generate lead generation. I would target men 35 to 55-year-olds with some type of a free offer that's all about their health. You got a target market on your list now. Now, that list, if all you ever did was email them and get them on live streams or get them to fill out a survey or collect their phone number and call them, whatever you want to do with the leads, you don't even need anything else. Lead gen. Every business needs leads, okay? So I would do something like that. Men 35 to 55, health related. Front end, low ticket, that's your 97. Okay. Upsell mid ticket, that's your 1,700.
90 days, yeah.
Yeah. Back end high ticket, that's your 12K. You literally have 3 prices that are already low, mid, and high. And then as far as affiliate offers, the reason affiliate offers are important is because let's say that your front end offer is converting at 1%. Every 100 leads you get, one of them is buying your $97 course. What about those other 99? They're just going to, what, are you going to leave them on your list, sitting there forever? No. You have men, 35 to 55, that are interested in health. Are there a lot of health offers out there? Are there a lot of products that you could partner with? Give them free trials of those products, get CPA money on that? Are there affiliate programs? Maybe you could cross-promote other people's courses. Hey, Nicholas, I'll promote your mastermind. You promote mine. Find reciprocal deals. If you build like a 5,000, 10,000 person health list, 35 to 55, you could do a lot with that. So this funnel what you told me and what I have here is exactly in alignment. I don't know what you're doing for lead gen, but that I heard you mention you have a front end, mid, and a high. You have a low, mid, and high. I would just put that as your front, your mid, and your front end, upsell, and back end.
One question on top of that. I show in some of my case studies where our biohacking products allow men to get 35 to 50% better results. And I've done free groups and been able to show that through videos. Mm-hmm. Where would you place that? Where the products, would that be? I know I've seen the Fit to Fat guy. He does that. He sells his product, and on the backside he has his products that he offers. Where would that fit?
I mean, those are promos, affiliate offers. I mean, if you really want to get into a little bit more, you can call that invisible selling.
Okay.
Like in-app purchases, kind of like that kind of a concept. Like here's my, here's my logo design software, and you bought the upsell package, and then it's like while you're in there, it's kind of like, hey, would you like to unlock this pro level feature? It's just for an extra $25 a month you unlock it. It's just right there. There doesn't even have to be a lot of pitch on those. They could just be strategically placed everywhere. You could get testimonials from some of your clients and be like, I went through your program, I went through your coaching and everything, and oh my God, the products you recommended to me. In fact, my favorite is this biohacking whatever. That's my favorite product. You feature the testimonial, say here's so-and-so that used biohacking plus, boom, and then you link to it, and you're gonna get a whole bunch of people that are like, I want that result. So that's more of like, it's more invisible selling. Once you get people into a community, into a tribe, they're going to purchase things. Like, for example, if I'm here in this tribe or actually Maxwell even did this, like there's like the Sniply link. Did you notice he had an affiliate link for it? He didn't link directly to the site, he had an affiliate link. So in his presentation, he has invisible selling. Did you ever feel like he sold you that you got to buy that? No, but yet, as he gives that presentation around, X amount of people are going to buy that, naturally. That's invisible selling. And then these back-end promos, same kind of thing. You're not necessarily like going to email them and say, buy this product. You might say, get on this webinar and learn how John from Kansas just got 50% better results, whatever, and just have John come out and go, John, what product were you using? Boom. And then say, hey, how many people here would be interested in that product? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drop a link underneath the video for you. It's more like invisible selling. That's tribe building. But you have to have something that is predictable. What that money is going to go into is your LTV. So at the end of the year, you have X amount of customers. Let's say 1,000 customers, and you've made X amount of money. You divide that up, and you know how much money you're making per customer. That's your LTV, your lifetime value or your long-term value. So those little offers just bump this up. And this is everything. You want to bump this up. You never want to harp on people to the point where they hate you, but you want to constantly be selling people. And the other thing is, if you don't sell them, they're going to buy from somebody else. The big thing you all have to realize is that buyers are buyers. They're going to buy from somebody else. For example, if I say, hey, everybody can join Lifepreneur for this one-time cost right now and you never have to pay for anything else, most of you are going to go on and buy other stuff outside of this. It just will happen. A speaker will come in. Billie Jean will come in and say, hey, that's my speech and I'm done talking. At the end, people go, how can I join your mastermind? Then they'll go join his mastermind, right? They will buy more stuff. So since you're going to buy more stuff, anyways, you have to understand your customers like that. You might as well be the one selling them more stuff for two reasons. One, you're going to understand your customers better than anybody else. You get them, you know them. And two, the more LTV that you're able to generate here, the bigger you're able to build your tribe. You said you want to get 500 or 1,000 people in your thing. The best way to do that, if you're only selling a $100 product, is if your LTV is higher than that, then you could lose money. You could spend, there's that old advertising quote, which is the person who can spend the most to acquire a customer is the one who wins. The one who can spend the most to acquire a customer. So if I can spend $10,000 to acquire a customer on Facebook ads, I'm going to beat everybody because if I have that much room to spend. But if I've only got $2, I got to get a customer for $2. It's harder. That's why if you just limit yourself to Shopify, you might have like a small product that you've got to, I've got a tight margin. I've got to be able to spend, $5 in advertising and get a sale. Okay. And if I don't get that, then I'm going to cancel the campaign. But if I can spend $500 to get a customer, then I'm able to leave that campaign running for weeks to find the customer. That's the difference. That's the big difference. I could run a $5 a day campaign, let it run for 100 days. It's going to get a customer. It's going to get 2. It's going to get 3. It's going to get 4. That's the difference. The more you can pay to acquire a customer, this determines how much you can pay. LTV determines how much you can pay for a customer. And if you're looking for ways to increase your LTV, obviously you're going to get better over time. You can once you have your test, tweak, and automate business, that's how you increase your LTV. If you're going, okay, I'm spending $100 and I'm making $100. Well, tweak a headline, tweak a video, tweak something, and you'll eventually get a little bit more. Or what are they buying? After the $100, what other offers can they buy? And stuff like that. Is there a mic over by your table? If not, let's pass a mic to the back. Let's do some more questions.
Okay, when you say the LTV, does that include repeat customers or these are just brand new customers?
That includes everything. So if I have, it's repeat purchases is where your LTV is going to go up. So if I pay, look at the math here. If I pay $100 to acquire a customer and they spent $100, I've broken even. The only way I'm going to make money is if that customer makes repeat purchases, right? So repeat purchases are everything. Most businesses that I've coached or consulted with, most of them are losing, where they're leaking money is not selling more things to their existing customer base. So many people are afraid to. I guess maybe I felt that way. Because Dark Post Profits was a $100 product and I didn't sell them anything else I didn't even launch another course for a year. Yeah. So maybe I felt that way. I don't know. I don't know why we feel this way. But like sometimes we have to get over it, and like you have to always be selling. It's a weird thing. I think a lot of us just have money issues in general that we have to get over. But you want to always be selling. So you're whatever product you're selling on the front end, the thing that you're focused on, that's the introduction to your customer relationship. That customer should buy for you for years. So repeat is where most of your LTV should come from. In this example of a front end, let's say a $97 offer, an upsell $497, a back end $1997. All in the beginning, Chad might just buy my $97 product to feel me out. He's like, it's $100. Let's check him out, right? He may not buy the upsell, the annual pass, ever. But that doesn't mean he won't buy other stuff. Okay? He's in the group, and he's in my front end, whatever my $97 chatbot club is, and he's just coasting along whatsoever. And then one day I find Adrian Morrison has a chatbot software that sells for $2,000 and it's super high end. I go in the chatbot community, go, hey, I got a webinar with Adrian Morrison. It's free. Chad pops on it. He's like, yeah, check out what this guy has to say. Chad buys that $2,000 product. I make $1,000 in commissions. He only ever bought the $100 product, didn't buy my other stuff, didn't care for it, didn't need it. But he saw that software that I didn't even make, and he's like, I got to have that. And I just made $1,000 off that customer. So my LTV just grew. My LTV just grew. Might happen 3, 4, 5, 6 months later. Might even happen like, you got to figure out a way to increase this LTV. Once I understand how that LTV increases, then it's awesome. Now, I said test, tweak, and then automate. So what I would do to automate is, see how it says promos, affiliate offers on the back end. Test and tweak. If I get Adrian Morrison to come out and do a webinar and it sells like crazy and I make $100,000, here's a mistake. Mistake is, thanks, Adrian. That was a fun webinar we did. We should do that again in like 6 months. Okay, that's what most people do. On to the next webinar. On to something else. No, if that worked, if something works, you test it and tweak it. Wow, I just made $100,000. Ding, ding, ding. Automate that webinar and put it on the back end. After somebody buys this front end offer for $97, I'm going to give them maybe like 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, I'm going to try to sell them other products. After 2 weeks on the promos affiliate offers, so I'm going to say like days 14 to 21, promote Adrian Morrison, chatbot, let's say chatbot, they'll call it chatbot tornado, how fitting. Buy his chatbot tornado software. Days 14 to 21, it's automatic. Every single buyer, as soon as they buy, 14 days later, they get registered for a webinar with Adrian Morrison, and we give them an offer that stays open for 1 week, and they buy it, and it stays open evergreen. Now I can start to have predictable LTV right there. That's the kind of stuff that you want to do, is you want to put this together. You guys taking off?
Yeah, we're going to take it up. Good.
All right, thanks for taking the time to be here.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, if people want to catch your podcast and your show, where can they find you?
Making Bank. Hey, Chris has been on several times, so you guys can learn to make bank there. We're on YouTube, pretty much iHeartRadio, Spotify, so it's video and audio. So last month we had over 10 million minutes consumed.
10 million minutes consumed, so it's more than just his mom. He's graduated past the mom phase. And your kid.
It's taken 3 years to get past that.
And your kids are up and coming rappers.
They are, yes. That's got to go pick them up and go get ClickFunnels badges.
Awesome.
Do all that stuff. So
Awesome. We'll see you at ClickFunnels.
The kids and Chris should do a collab.
Well, I think
he sent him a video and they wanted him to, so he said, "Hey, we'll shoot one while we're out here."
yeah. They made their own little rap. They saw my rap videos and listened to them, and they made their own rap video. It's pretty cool. All about making. They're like little kids. Just how old are they?
I got twin boys that are 7 and my daughter's 9.
And they made like their own full-blown rap video.
Yeah. They pulled the tracks down and dropped them into this iMovie and came up with their own lyrics and stuff like that. We learned it I could.
So it's Josh Felber, Making Bank. All right, just wanted to give you a little promo.
Nice to meet everybody.
All right.
See you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so what I would do is I would automate it. So now on the front end, I've got leads. I know how much I can pay for leads based on how many of them convert to buyers, right? So if I have a funnel like this, it becomes, and look, I'm still staying general. I still haven't gotten into specifics. But if I have a funnel like this, I know what my cost per lead is. And let's go even further. Cost per click. And then I'm going to know what my cost per lead. And then I'm going to know my cost per sale. and then I'm going to make that my front end sale, whatever my front end offer is, and then I'm going to know my lifetime value. And then my lifetime value. So these three things here: cost per click, cost per lead, cost per sale, and then my lifetime value. Now what I'm going to do is just run traffic. So let's just put some hypothetical numbers. Cost per click, let's say, is $1. That's pretty sustainable. I've gotten pretty cheap clicks on Facebook for my own advertising. 10-cent clicks, 15-cent clicks. But at the end of the day, Facebook advertising is always changing. It's better for you to assume you're going to pay more rather than like fight the current and trying to pay less. Oh my God, how are these guys getting such cheap clicks? Just figure out how you can afford to pay more, and then you'll get better. Even if I could afford to pay $2 a click, it'd be great. So $1 per click. Let's say they go to my lead capture page, and let's say I'm not that good. Let's say I hear all these experts are getting like 50% opt-in rates, 75% opt-in rates, but I'm like, you know what? I'm just not that good. 25%. Three out of 4 people bail. They're like, this offer's stupid. So let's say I only get 25%. That means I'm spending $4 per lead. Right, it's costing me 4 of those to get one. So now I know my cost per click, my cost per lead, and you got to drive some traffic to figure out what it is. So now my cost per sale. So out of all of these leads that opt in, okay, I'm spending $4 per one. Then how many of them go into? How many leads do I need for somebody to buy that $97 offer? So if it's $4 per one, if I get 10 of those, that would cost me $40. So if 1 out of 10 goes in and buys, it costs me $40. Right? But the cool thing is that if I'm selling that, if I know if that front end offer is not my real product, if that's just the introduction, I know I can pay at least that amount of money. This is what's cool about front end offers. Whatever you price at, if you have a $100 front end offer, you know you can spend $100 to get a customer because that's just the beginning. You know that there's going to be more purchases. You're automatically going to be profitable. That's the cool thing about it. So most people don't realize you can lose money. If you go to any big marketer, any really big marketer, most of them are losing money on the front end all day long because whoever can afford to pay the most to acquire a customer wins. So in this case, I might be spending $200 just to get a single lead. But let's just let's just say hypothetically that you suck so bad at marketing, your offer sucks, nobody wants to buy it, that only 1 out of 100 people are buying it. Let's just say, got to come up with a number, only 1 out of 100. And because your opt-in page sucks so bad, it takes 400 people to go through your funnel to get one person to buy anything. That's so realistic. Everybody here can, if I said everybody has to be experts, that's hard. But if I said everybody here can suck, then that's good. So let's just say right off the bat that it would take 400 people. That's $400 that it would cost to make a sale. Not very fun, right? But if it's $400 to make a sale, what I would do initially, if I knew that's kind of what my numbers were, first thing I would do is I would split test charging $397 for that offer. If I could sell it for $400. Here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize pricing's everything. When Shopify, one of the strategies I taught that exploded was I taught everybody in the 90-day challenge, one of the first videos, I think day 1 or whatever, is I taught them to lose money. I said, okay, if you find a product on AliExpress and, after you add the cost of product, the cost of shipping, and the cost of your advertising, let's say it's like $10 that it costs you or whatever, then sell that product at a loss. Sell it for like $5, okay? Something like that. Or let's say like shipping, how much should I charge for shipping? Just charge the lowest amount. Charge like $2.95 or just charge free shipping. You're like, wait, I would lose money. Well, by losing money, by making the price and the shipping so cheap, you know for a fact that they're not bailing on that because of price and because of the cost of shipping. So if they're not buying your product, they either don't like the product, the audience doesn't match, or they don't like, your copywriting sucks. Take out as many of these equations as possible. That's what made people started making sales left and right when they took out the price being the issue. So what I would do in this funnel is I would start my FE really low. This whole thing here, I would start really low. Like maybe I want to charge $400 for it, but I'll start by charging $47 just to see if I can get sales. Lose money a couple times, then charge $97, then charge $197, then charge $297. Then how high can you go and still convert? What you don't realize is that the kind of person that will fork out $200 is the same kind of person that will fork out $400. So by testing low, by starting cheap, if you're willing to lose money, you'll have a better chance of winning. People are tight. But at this point, if I've spent $400 to acquire a customer, the game goes, how quickly can I get my lifetime value to at least $400 so I'm not losing money? But what good would it be to break even in business? That would suck. So in this model, what I would do is I would get better. And initially, I would say, can I do better than 25% opt-in? Can I change that opt-in to 50%? And then I'm only paying $2. Those little tweaks. Next thing you know, boom, I've got it fixed. Now I'm only spending $2. Instead of $400 per customer, can I do better than 1 out of 100? Yes. So now, instead of getting 400 people there, I'm getting 200 people to the page. And instead of converting only one, maybe I convert at 5%, right? So now if I'm converting at 5%, maybe I'm converting 10 customers, okay? And 10 customers right there. So like I have to sell at that point, maybe I could sell my product for like $100 and be profitable. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you just get better. You just get better. Once you understand these metrics, you get better. Maybe you can get cheaper clicks. Maybe you can convert your leads a little bit better, give them a better offer, figure out a way to convert them better. Make a better sales page after you've tweaked long form and short form in a video. Next thing you know, you're like, ooh, this one's converting. I finally know what. Ask your customers. Of all the people that don't buy, offer them something free. Mail them and say, hey, I just want to offer you something free. All you got to do is fill out the survey. Hey, I want to give you something free. Just give me feedback. What was the number one objection to you purchasing this course? You know, and ask them to fill it out. Consulting.com did a survey of why people weren't buying their course, and then they turned that over to me, and it was phenomenal. The information, I was like, oh my God, look at what this tells you exactly what they're missing. If they filled these areas right here, they could double their sales. Why not survey your customers? Okay? But by the way, that's a great opportunity for you guys too. You can come in as consultants and be like, let me help you increase your business. And then all you do is send an email out to their customers asking them why they're not buying more, and then you're a genius. That's a little side note. I don't know if anybody.
Question you asked, why did you not buy?
I wouldn't say why. Well, I wouldn't ask it that way. I would say like, I would offer them a free gift for participating, and then I would say something like, what are some of the biggest obstacles preventing you to move forward? And then in there, I would like subtly slip it in there and say, for example, what stopped you from purchasing this course? As like, I wouldn't be like, why did you not buy? Because that's not a fun participation for the visitor. But I would say like, question number 3, okay, did you purchase? Make an assumption like you're not even assuming they didn't. Did you purchase this product? If yes, what was the number one factor that caused you to want to purchase this product? If no, tell us what were the top 3 reasons you didn't purchase this product. Now, you might think everybody will say price, but when Consulting.com did it, it really wasn't price. There was an issue they had with, they wanted a longer payment plan. So Consulting.com offered a 5-pay. They were like, oh, if there was a 10-pay, we would have done it. That's some information. So as a consultant, I could come into a business and instantly realize if they could stretch payments out over 12 months, they would just like double their sales or get a huge increase. And then the customer, they would go, I don't want to like stretch payments out 12 months. You go, well, what if we increase the price of the payment? And then over 12 months, they're paying, twice as much for the product, like interest. Then suddenly when you listen to the customers, you figure out what their biggest obstacles are. But some of the biggest obstacles that they're facing was like that the people don't think they're going to get something from the course. They don't buy it. They're like, I don't think I'll get this from it. Or I don't know that it's going to solve this problem for me. So this is my problem. I don't know that this course is going to solve it. If it did, of course I would buy it. So the sales page didn't do a good job of addressing that problem. So it also might be like wrong targeting. Like for example, over here, the coaching business for men, 35 to 55. Well, if I'm a female that's 21, there's a big reason I'm not buying right there. So it might be a disconnect in marketing. I might fill out the form and go, I just felt like this course really wasn't tailored to women, and I would have been right. So it might be a disconnect with your audience. There might be something. But on a very simple level, without getting too sidetracked, if anybody in here does consulting, super simple way to be able to offer value to that business would be to come in, to be able to build a survey, to be able to get them to email the survey to you, where you get the survey results, not even them, like you get the survey results directly. Use Google Forms or something like that, so it comes into a nice little Google Sheets. It lays it out really nice. Ask the right questions, or chat bots if you want to do it that way. We just did one and a survey form using any. Obviously, there's 100 different ways you could accomplish any task, but yeah, you basically you get information back from those people. Ask some questions to be able to identify some problem solution stuff, and then you go back to the client and be like, instead of saying, here's what I think you should do, I go back and say, here's what your customers think you should do. And now it's like, I have to do it. Otherwise I'm harming my customers. See how easy of a sale that is? So real quick, I know we're not talking about consulting here and tips, but just if anybody in here does that, that would be genius.
How often do you find that? Because when we were at our last mastermind, Travis Chapman talked about this. He talked about how he had a client that was was running traffic just like you just said, and he was selling this product, and nobody was buying it, and he doubled the price, and everybody bought it. How often does that happen where you go through this system, you find it's not working, but then you raise the price, and then it works? Where does that scale in at that work?
Okay, so let's talk for a minute about raising the price. Do's and don'ts about raising the price. If you use affiliates to promote your products, then if you're gonna change things about your products, you have to clearly communicate that to your affiliates. For example, network marketing, if suddenly you're selling everybody a product at $1,000 and then suddenly the company drops it down to $500, all your people you just referred for $1,000 are gonna be upset because now it's half the cost. So it's gonna look bad on you. So that company's gotta be cautious. They gotta really pick some prices and stick to them because they're using affiliates. If you're not using affiliates, you have a lot more freedom in your testing. Then I love testing prices all the time. And people, generally customers won't, there's always deals, generally customers won't talk to each other about how much did you pay? I would test products. And what I like to do is I like to start very, very low to see if I can't get it to convert low, like you said, maybe this guy didn't get it to convert low, but if I can't get it to convert low, usually, I don't mean like dirt cheap, I mean like, relatively low. So like, for example, if I'm trying to sell a course for $1,000, I'm not gonna test it at $7. That's just such a disconnect. But instead, what I might do is if I'm trying to sell it for $1,000, I might go in at $297, $497, $697, $997. I might even go higher, $2,000, just kind of see. But I've only got so much money I can test with. I'm not gonna blow it up. But I'll start low. Once I start getting some sales here, then what I'll do is I'll come in at a higher price, and I'm like, hey, I'm still getting sales. Come in at a higher price, still getting sales. Come in at a higher price, still getting sales. Come in at a higher price, come in at a higher price, nothing. And then I'll go back to this. And that's how I split test, and that's my price. That's generally the method that I'll use. Start low, scale up. If you don't have affiliates, then you can do this really easy with cold traffic. And then once you're around here, you're gonna kind of maybe split test these three a lot, send a lot of traffic, but you're gonna find your sweet spot. It's a price signal. It actually looks like this, if you were to do it on a map, up, 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 down, 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 and down. And it's if you Google it, I think you can search a lot about this. I don't know, at some point I went in like a little rabbit hole of price signals. So the best example I can give you of price signals would be a story I heard about a kid selling bottled water outside of a convention. So let's say out here in Orlando, let's say it's the summer and it's super hot, and there's an Amway convention, let's say, because there's the Amway arena or whatever it is here. So it's an Amway convention, and there's 10,000 people showing up for this thing, and they want to show up early to be able to get front row seats. So you got 1,000 people outside in line, right? And it's hot. And everybody can't wait to get inside. And a kid comes along with a little red wagon full of water and says, hey, I got bottled water for sale, $1 a bottle, okay? And he's got 30 bottles right there, bottled water. He's got the little Fiji. So he sells these bottled waters at $1 a bottle, and those 30 bottles go like that because it's hot, right? This is how price signals works. You have two things to consider: the price of the product and the quantity, how much quantity that you have, okay? So he sells out in, let's say, 20 minutes. The people just come, I'll buy 5, I'll buy whatever. So there's two things he has to do. One, he has to either increase the price to the point where, so the next day he comes back and let's say he sells them for $2, still sells out in 10 minutes. Because $2 for a bottle of water is great. So he gets the idea the third day, he's like, I'm gonna fill my little red wagon with the 30 bottles again, but this day I'm gonna sell them for $10 a bottle because I'm just selling so fast. Now people are parched, they can't even they're sandpaper tongues, right? And he comes along, oh my God, finally some water, how much? $10. Just out of pride. You're like, I'm not gonna spend $10 on bottled water. Out of pride, that's just, I draw the line, I will die. I will fall over and die before I spend $10. So the poor kid only sells 1 or 2 the whole day, right? So he doesn't make more money. So there comes a point when you look at it, he's got to come back down on price. There comes a point where he has a certain amount of quantity. He could easily go and increase his quantity. Instead of 1 red wagon, get 2 red wagons, get a little team of red wagons, and then also get that price. I'll bet you on a hot day with no other options, people would probably spend $4 or $5 for a bottle of water. So, but they wouldn't do it. Once they're, if they go down to the 7-Eleven, they're not going to spend $4 or $5. They're going to think that's outrageous. If they go to a grocery store, they're not going to spend that much. But if they go inside of a casino in Las Vegas, they expect it. So there's price signals. In your business, everybody's business has a price signal. You've got to look at what is the right price for you. And it's somewhere on this wave. You're looking for this price right here at the top. This works for anything. It works for custom jewelry. If you're selling on Shopify, it works for anything. I like starting slow. I like starting low to see if I like being the kid with the red wagon that sells out. I'd rather be the person selling out than being left with inventory. Now, you might be going, we're digital businesses. What do you mean by inventory? Well, If you do any consulting or any trading time for money, your time is inventory. So if I'm consulting and if I charge all this room, I go, and I will do all the work for you at $200. That's it, one-time fee and that's it. Yes, I might sell out all my hours at $200, but then all I'm ever worth is $200 times 30, $6,000. But instead, if I said it's $2,000 to work with me, now maybe half of you are like, I'll just try it out. I don't want to spend another $2,000 right now. Maybe half of you do it. And I'm like, wow, I make money. Maybe $10,000. And I have to look at the total revenue generated. So by going at 10,000, you might say, oh, you only got 5 customers. Well, that's $50,000 versus maybe 15 of you give me 2,000. That's 30,000. So see, at that point, I made 50,000. If I charge 10,000, I get enough buyers to make $50,000. If I charge 2,000, I'm only making 30,000. So you have to look at the total quantity made. This price signal is not about selling out your inventory at $6. Because if I sell out my inventory of those 30 bottled waters at, let's say I sell them out at $4. That's 4 times 30, it's $120. The next day I sell them for $5, but I don't sell out. Well, I might still make more than $120 though. So the next day if I sell them for $5, all I'm looking for is how much total revenue did I make? Did I make $140? If I made $140 and I still have a couple bottled waters left, that's fine. I'd rather make $140 than $120 and have 2 left. So it's supply and demand. If you want to learn more about this, sell weed. It's a great way to know. No, just kidding. There's a question back here.
Yeah, Chris, you're my latest shiny object. This, I see how this all works, but, I see fast return, the 100%, $1,000 on this program. How do I put this together? I mean, I'm not going to have anything. I don't have nothing more to offer than your whole system. Do you have lead gen or front end that I could combine with your final offer as affiliate, or does that make sense?
Yeah, let me try to rephrase the question, and you tell me if it's what you're looking for. I'm a beginner. I'm not entirely sure where to get started. Is there anything I could just plug into that I don't have to learn how to build all this first? Is there anything I could just plug into and start making money with?
No.
Is that
I
close?
want to promote your
Okay, so you want to promote Lifepreneur.
the whole thing. So how do I promote Lifepreneur with nothing as a beginner?
Okay, so very similar to what I said. So I'm a beginner. I don't have anything yet. How can I plug into, not just something, how can I plug into Lifepreneur and start promoting? So at the end of the day, it's all traffic, leads, and sales. There's a complicated way to do it, which is, I could give you the complicated way, which is just learn how to build your own funnels, learn how to run all your own Facebook ads, learn how to retarget your customers, make sure you put pixels on each of your pages. Oh, don't just use Facebook, make sure you're doing YouTube ads. You should make the YouTube videos yourself. You should buy fancy equipment. You might want to have a team of outsourcers to handle customer support. You should launch your own course.
The agency? I got an agency.
Okay, having an agency is different. Two parts to your question. One, what is Lifepreneur? To understand how to promote Lifepreneur, you have to understand what is Lifepreneur, because right now we're in pre-launch, so no one really gets what Lifepreneur is. Lifepreneur is launching summer of 2018. Lifepreneur is going to offer a done-for-you system for the average person to be able to plug right into to make money. So we're already building out these. So when I say agency, right now I'm teaching ahead of time. We have done-for-you agency sites where all you do is you come in and you pick a domain name. You just go in, you buy the domain name, and just boop, it pops it right in the thing. They use a little logo tool. It pops in a logo, and it has all these services. And the cool thing about these services, it's something called arbitrage. And even if you don't understand what it is, it works like this. I meet up with somebody like Chad, who's a friend of mine, figure out what service Chad offers. Chad says, hey, I offer, let's say, funnel building. And I go, what are your prices? Can you make like 3 standard prices or something? Yeah, I do this basic funnel for $2,000. I do this middle one for $5,000. I do this one for $10,000. He is an expert, let's say, at building funnels with ClickFunnels. Now, he's in my network. So what we've built is we've built what I believe is the world's largest network, arbitrage network of people that provide all these services. So you get your own done-for-you agency site, takes like 10 minutes to set up, and then it says, what services do you want to offer? Instead of offering your own services, you're going to click and you're going to pick, you're going to look at Chad's, you're going to look at all these reviews of people using Chad's, you're going to add Chad's services to your website, and then it's going to say, how much do you want to mark up the prices? So his base price might be $2,000, so you offer $2,500. His other one's $5,000, you offer for $6,000. So now what happens is when the money comes in, You're collecting, let's say, $6,000. You're turning around and you're spending $5,000 for the service, and then you're hooking them up together. So this is called our agency arbitrage. This is our big move for summer of 2018. The reason we haven't gone so public with it is just because we don't want a whole bunch of people competing with us on it. Okay? We don't know of any other company doing this. Think about it as, if anybody understands drop shipping, like with AliExpress or drop shipping from China, AliExpress, if I want to sell a little necklace on my website, all I have to do is go to AliExpress, find a vendor that has good pricing on it, good ratings, take the picture of their necklace, put it on my site. Someone gives me $20, I turn around and buy it off their site for $5. I keep the difference. All I did was I thought, what if we do the same exact drop shipping model, but instead of drop shipping products from China, we drop ship services. That's what Lifepreneur was really based on. The product that we're going to roll out for that is called Digital Agency Builders, short for DAB. And it's basically, it's Digital Agency Builders, and it's a phenomenal course. And essentially what it's going to do is going to teach you how to start your own agency business. So you get a done-for-you agency store, you get some training, you get all these services you can arbitrage. So right out the bat, week 1, you look successful. You know, we teach you how to be able to pick a name. We have a software tool that basically you just type in some words and it picks a name for you. And then we have a little logo tool that just basically you choose your icon and it takes your word and it just puts a little logo together. Very, very cool services that we partnered with. So in the first day, you get an agency that offers other people's services. And then what you do is you can learn skills and add your own services on top of that. Inside of those services offered is where you're going to put your affiliate offers. So you're going to have a whole page. Every agency site has a whole page that sells the Lifepreneur opportunity. So instead of sending people to Lifepreneur, you're basically just telling people, you're sending people to your own agency, and there's going to be a whole page on your agency that's pre-built for you that sells the Lifepreneur opportunity. It's a done-for-you turnkey system. It's kind of like, this is what I wanted to do previously with the company I just previously left. It's what I wanted to do there. It just never got built out. It was always a passion of mine. And so we decided to build it out here. So that product, Digital Agency Builders, is going to sell for $2,000. We're going to pay $1,000 in commissions on it. After somebody purchases Digital Agency Builders, nice community, nice everything, got their own agency. Now they want to learn a bunch of skills. So then we offer several more products at Lifepreneur to be able to teach them all of these skills. So that's where we're going to teach them a course on how to be able to set up chatbots, a course on how to be able to set up automated webinars, a course on Facebook advertising. Each of these will be like another $1,000. So we'll actually have, Lifepreneur will offer like $10,000. This mastermind right here will be one of the products offered by Lifepreneur. So in the summer, we roll this out. How it's going to work is something called hard coding, which is if you've ever been in, network marketing is hard coding, so it's very similar to that. What that means is if you refer one person to buy any of our products, when they log in, they create an account, you're going to be there. In network marketing, they call it a sponsor. In ours, we call it a referring affiliate. You're a referring affiliate. Okay, so you're going to be the referring affiliate. What that means is when they log in to their account and go buy anything else, you get a commission. And not only do you get a commission, you could get a big commission. Like, I'll give you an example. You might sell a product on the front end, like you might say, this mastermind, I love it. How much is this? Let's say it was $2,000. You make $1,000 on this. Well, anything they ever buy moving forward, you make money on. I might promote another product that you make $2,000 in commissions on 3 months from now. Boom, you just made $2,000 for doing nothing. Nothing's required of you. You don't have to babysit that person. You don't have to follow up with that person. You don't have to do anything with that person. You could build your own like little tribe and say, you guys got to go all in with Lifepreneur, man. This company's awesome. But you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is refer them to your agency. So what I want to do is I want to set you up with a done-for-you site, done-for-you services, refer them to your agency site. They click the link, it's coded to you, they sign up and buy something, and then forever we continue to send you checks as much as we're able to sell that customer.
Okay, I'm in as a founder, so I have access to that agency?
Yes.
My ignorance?
Anybody that purchases during pre-launch is pre-purchasing all of this stuff. And they're getting more than we're even announcing because I can't under-deliver on what we're saying, so we have to hold some of the stuff and surprise people with some extra stuff. But so how pre-launch works, during pre-launch, we have an all-in price right now of $2,000. So it's all in. If anybody that joins right now for $2,000, we pay $1,000 in commissions, and they get everything. They're going to get all the digital agency builders. They're going to get the done-for-you website, the course, and everything. They're also going to get to attend a full-day mastermind like this. They're also going to get access to all of the recordings of all the masterminds. We have like 4 already. There's going to be like 20. So they're going to get all the recordings. There'll be a login. They get all of that. And they're going to get all the courses we release personally. The only thing that they're not going to get is if we promote a third-party course, I can't give away other people's stuff. So like one of the products, I'll tell you guys here in a Mastermind environment, one of the products that we are going to promote in April is, that's fine. Yeah, she's like, we're not in a master. He's like, actually, you know what? Turn that off. Yeah, turn that. Because they wanted me to do like an affiliate training, so they wanted to record some of the affiliate training. After I want to make sure that this part stays private. I'll just wait till they give me a thumbs up, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do in April. That's going to be exclusive. I just want